Welcome. This is the study of the EEG measures of three groups of experienced meditators from three different meditation traditions compared to a control group done in the Institute for Meditation Research in Rishikesh, India. This is the official APA citation for the study. Over the last 10 years, there's been an important increase in neuroimaging research around meditation, especially mindfulness, a Buddhist practice that's been adapted to Western world. What evidence shows beneficial effects of meditation practices on perception, cognition in general, emotional processing, and also very important in neuroplasticity? For instance, there's been important evidence that shows that meditation fosters changes in morphology of the prefrontal cortex and body awareness regions. And that has great implications for clinical use because it opens the possibility to have structural adaptive changes in humans. However, no consensus has emerged on the basic effects of meditation on EEG activity. The limitations of previous studies are that they have heterogeneous groups of meditators, the lack of control, group or condition, and the lack of differentiation between meditation trait and state-related effects. For the study, the authors chose three types of meditations, representative of many different types of traditional meditations. Broadly speaking, we can say that any kind of meditation can be placed in a continuum from open to focused attention. Some of those practices are strongly centered on focusing the attention on one specific thing, like the Himalayan yoga tradition, and some others keep an open awareness on the present moment, like the Isha Shunya tradition, and some are located somewhere in between, like the Vipassana tradition. The research questions. One is to see if there is a difference in EEG measures between practitioners and non-practitioners. And the other is to see if they vary comparing different meditations or from state or trait measures. These questions are relevant because traditionally different practices are made for different aims, like Buddhist mindfulness aims to foster attentional skills, and Buddhist loving-kindness meditation aims to enhance compassion. Most EEG studies show trait or state changes, but they don't differentiate among different practices. Studies comparing the EEG effects of different practices are rare. Previous studies have found higher frequency gamma activation in parietal occipital areas of the brain, in compassion, vipassana, mindfulness meditation, and also in experienced meditators. Interestingly, the EEG gamma frequency has been linked to important cognitive functions like attention, the ongoing stream of consciousness, neuronal communication, and visual representation. The hypothesis. Based on the growing understanding that meditation involves active attentional processes and neural activation, and considering the previous findings on gamma activity and meditation, the researchers hypothesized that the state effect in gamma power will increase during meditation compared to the controlled mind-wandering task in all meditation traditions. And also that this increase in gamma power will be found as a trait effect when comparing expert meditators with naive participants. In addition, these two more points based on their literature review. Their study is a quasi-experimental design aimed to compare EEG patterns from 3 different meditation traditions with a control group during a meditation and a mind-wandering block. This is the experimental protocol. The first 10 minutes of the meditation block in green is considered a preparatory period for meditation, focused on relaxation and breathing. Meditators then switch to their specific meditation practice for the last 10 minutes of the block. The instructed mind-wandering block in red consists of a period where the participant focuses on an emotional neutral memory. Control subjects practice breath watching throughout the whole meditation block. Half the subjects pass the block in order A and half in order B. The participants were long-time meditators of each tradition. The control group had no prior meditation experience. They were recruited to match up the meditators group in age and gender. The participants were 4 groups of homogeneous subjects. There was no significant difference in age, and their meditation experience was different, being longer in Vipassana and Himalayan than the Isha Shunya group. They recorded EEG data during the mind-wandering and meditation block. After sessions, participants were given a questionnaire to assess their mental state during the session and the habitual quality of their meditation. For the subjective reports, all practitioners were able to enter a meditative state during the experiment. Meditation depth during the experiment did not differ from their habitual meditation depth. Another relevant thing is that thought density during the experiment was lower for the meditators after meditation than after mind-wandering, and that difference was not found within the control group. These are the main results of the study. The researchers did find significantly higher gamma power in meditators than in controls, suggesting a trade effect of meditation practice on gamma power. They did not find a significant difference within groups between the meditation and the mind-wandering periods, observing no state effect of meditation. They did find significant state effect in Himalayan and Isha Shunya meditation, comparing meditation and breath focus period. And then the last one is Vipassana meditation practitioners had higher power alpha frequency as a trait effect. Meditators from 3 different traditions show significantly higher gamma power over parieto-occipital electrodes than control participants. Spectral analysis. The gray shaded area shows the region of statistical differences between the meditation groups and control group during meditation condition in occipital electrodes. This is a nice one. A positive correlation was found between the length of experience of meditation and the gamma power over parieto-occipital electrodes for the combined meditation and mind-wandering condition. The authors discussed the results within the context of numerous studies supporting their conclusions. The main relevant differences with previous studies is that they found a trait-related difference in alpha for the Vipassana group and a lower gamma state effect during meditation compared to focused breathing in Himalayan and Isha Yoga meditation, suggesting that there may be specific effects for meditation styles. The authors foresee a line of research around common neural correlates of different meditations. These are my thoughts of future directions. First, I think it's important to correlate psychological states and traits with EEG measures, and also further studies on specific effects of different meditations have great clinical and wellness potentials. The authors see a limitation in self-selection and sectional studies. Another limitation that I see is that the instructed mind wandering task may have been too similar to meditation, so the participants may have been meditating during that block. That fact may have prevented them to see a clearer state effect in most of the comparisons. The authors provided evidence that meditation practices are correlated to state and trait changes in the brain electrical oscillation. These changes appear to vary across different meditative techniques. One shared feature appears to be enhanced gamma power in the parieto-occipital area. And one specific finding is the enhanced alpha power in Vipassana practitioners. My conclusions. I think it's very reliable study, thoughtful design, and I think it's important to replicate it or to develop further studies based on the research model. I think it's important to incorporate psychological tests to pair with the EEG correlates in longitudinal studies, similar to the loving-kindness meditation and compassion meditation studies. Thank you very much.